Hello, Danielle here, and I'm back for day 3. I hope you like the challenge so far. We are halfway through, and today we're going to be painting some wildflowers. I really like painting wildflowers because you can't go wrong. They're really carefree and easy to paint. I was finally able to pick up some new watercolors. I felt like it was long overdue, and I went ahead and got these Prima Marketing Tropicals watercolors. I'm loving them so far. I've already tried them out, and I really like them. Now let's go ahead and get into our drawing process. I ran out of my old washi tape, so I have this really colorful washi tape here. Hopefully it's not too distracting for you. I grabbed these flowers from the dollar store, and I really like the orange color in them. Now, I would like to get fresh flowers, but that's just not possible all the time, so this is a great alternative. Let's go ahead and start off with a pencil sketch, and you can make yours a lot lighter than I'm making mine. I just want to make mine dark enough so that you can see what I'm doing. I have my flowers in a vase right next to me, so I'm kind of looking at them at an angle. So I started with kind of a half moon shape for the center of a flower, and now I'm just making the petals. And so they're going to be arcing outward in a curved line from the center of the flower. Whenever you're drawing a flower and it's tilted at an angle, you're not going to have the whole center of the flower in view. So here on this left side, I am partially covering up the center of the flower, and I'm making sure to arch those petals around so that you can see that this flower is at an angle. Again, with this next flower, I'm just going to make a little line for the top of the center, and then I'm going to start arching out my petals. And for these flowers, I'm kind of going straight up, and then at the tip, I kind of make my curve going outward. I've got some of my petals going all over the place, so you can do multiple layers on your flowers. Right here at the top, I'm just going to make just kind of like the tips of the petals, and you can show that there's a layer underneath that first layer. We're going to put our last flower up at the top so that your eye kind of comes down and around these 3 flowers. Again, I started with the center. Even though some of it's not going to be in view, you can just draw over that and then erase afterward. So as you can see on this side, this flower is actually covering the center, but I'm keeping the center in there because it's going to be my foundation for the flower itself. Now you can go in and erase the center of the flower that's not showing. Sorry, I was trying to blow the eraser off of my paper because this pencil is kind of heavy, and so I didn't want to brush it with my hand and smear it. I grabbed off a few flowers from the bush, and I'm just going to pull those down and sketch those in as well. These additional flowers are just going to be really loose and free. They're not going to be really fussy. You can see I'm just really making squiggly lines and then a center in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and spray my palette with just a little bit of water just to get them activated. I'm going to grab my number 8 round brush, and I am going to use my yellow and red to kind of mix a orange for my petals. I did want to go ahead and test that orange out just to make sure it's the color that I like, and it looks pretty close, so I'm going to go with that. I do have to say that my pencil lines were pretty heavy, and so you could kind of see that come off in my paint. So when you're drawing, just make sure you keep your pencil lines pretty light. I actually don't mind too much because by the end you really couldn't tell, and I like for the pencil lines to show, but just keep that in mind. Just like we did with the butterfly, your layers don't have to be completely even. You can let some of your paint be thin and some of it be thick, and that just helps your paint kind of dance and your painting look more dynamic. I am going to go ahead and just do a really thin layer on my accent flowers. I have some purples and some pink flowers. Go ahead and mix up a really nice green so that you can paint in the stems and the greenery. And I'm just switching over to a smaller brush. This is like a number 5 watercolor brush. I am going to paint the stems, and I'm going to add a little bit darker color of green to paint the background as well. And I'm just putting color down in random areas. I'm not really being too picky or fussy about where I put it down. Once that is all dry, I'm going to mix in a yellow and orange for my second layer. Go ahead and dry that layer, and we'll go right into another layer on our flowers. I'm grabbing some yellow, a bit of pink, and my orange. I've moved the flower closer in so that I can kind of see where that shadow is coming from. And you can see that it's more around the inside, around the center of the flower. So that's where I'm keeping my darker areas towards the center of the flower. Go ahead and add another layer to your accent flowers. Here I'm mixing a deeper purple with my purple and pink so that I can add another layer. I kind of want that dreamy effect, so I'm going to go ahead and allow my paint to run off of my flowers. I'm going to just wet my brush and rub it along that wet paint and just allow it to run. I noticed there was a tad bit of green inside of those yellow centers, so I just added just a tiny bit of that to the center. Go ahead and mix your green so that we can add some more layers to the stems. I've just mixed my lighter and darker green so that I can darken up my stems. I went ahead and moved back to the center of my flowers and I added some orange, and that really helped to kind of tie it in with the petals of the flowers. I didn't add a lot, I just added a little bit to the inside of my flowers. Go ahead and dry everything, and then you can put another layer on your smaller flowers. And here I'm just using my small brush and I'm kind of filling in just a few areas around those flowers. For the final layer of my stems, I went ahead and added a bit of blue to that light green or that mossy green that we have, and I'm just going to add that onto the stems. Now at this point you can pretty much call this painting done. I did do another layer on the flowers themselves, but I kind of felt like I could have finished it at this point. So it's kind of up to you if you want to kind of keep going and add a few more darker details on this painting. You can go ahead and do that. You can see right here it's already dry. And you know, if you're curious about something, whether you should do it or not, just go ahead and do it, because you can always do this painting again. It's not the end of the world. Just go for it. And then you'll know next time, okay, I won't overwork it, you know, this time. Now day 3 is all done, and I hope you like your wildflower painting. You can go ahead and clean your water and clean your brushes and get ready for tomorrow's painting. Don't forget to check the description below for our Pinterest board link and a few hashtags we can use to share our work with each other. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4.